are back. Finally. I have not come back for a hot minute, so welcome. You hear my ASMR? It's with shrimp. Okay. Thought my dog was throwing up. Wow. Okay, my chair broke. Not really sure how, but, it did. So, that's a little annoying. You know what I mean? Update my game. No thanks. How is everybody? How are you? Hopefully you're doing good. If not, well, you know what they say. Get better. I don't know what they say, but words of wisdom, you know what I mean? But give me half a second. Okay, so I really need to get my chair fixed. What the fuck? Not quite sure what is wrong with it, but it is leaning like the fucking Eiffel Tower. Or, ignore that. It is not leaning like the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower does not lean. I think it's the Tower of Pisa. Pisa or Pisa? I don't know. But on really, well, I don't know if I told you guys yet, but ew, excuse me. I feel like we're subliminally family, you know what I mean? Like, we're kind of the fam. But my lovely boyfriend and I got our new apartment. We're not moving in yet, obviously. Well, I guess you wouldn't know, so it's not really obvious, but we're moving in late September. So we have a couple of months to save up our money to afford it, but that's okay. Financially, we are good to go for it. We just have to save up the money for the prorate for both our current apartment and the new one, the deposit for the new one, the month's rent, or our continuous month's rent for our current one, plus the first month's rent for the next one. So it's a little bit anxiety inducing, you know? I also have to pay another dog fee. So that's that. Very nerve-wracking. Very, very nerve-wracking. But that's okay. I am not stressed about it. I am not going to overthink something that does not need to be overthunk. You know what I mean? I think that's my biggest thing is I get overwhelmed with like the thought of everything kind of piling on really quick. We were not so when we originally talked about getting this townhouse, it was not available. And so I called our current apartment people. I'm like, hey, we're looking into this. Is any of them going to be available when we need to, like, move in? She said no. And then she actually called me back shortly after and was like, actually, we will have one available. And I'm like, oh, no way. So what we decided was, before we knew that before we knew it was going to be available, we decided to just stay in our current apartment, just because, I mean, moving is expensive, no matter where. I have moved across many states, and I have moved next door. Um, it is it's a process, it's a process, and it's time consuming, but it's also very much expensive. I totally understand. Maybe if you are balling, if you got a lot of money in your pocket, maybe it's not that bad, but for two people kind of starting out in this economy, it's a little bit tough. It's a doozy, but obviously we both work good jobs. We have good hours and good pay, so we're okay. But it's still stressful. Nonetheless, I am shaking in my boots with the thought of it. But that's okay. We're not gonna overthink it. We're not going to. Oh, well, guess none of our credits transferred. Um, but all is good with us. And on a much even brighter note, oh, there's Heidi. Cute. She died of old age, kinda. Might have been a forced old age, but that's okay. Speaking of which, animals, we're looking at getting a cat. Yes, we are converting to the cat side of life. We have a wonderful dog. Well, he's my dog, but obviously my boyfriend gets to, be a part of the life. Be a part of my dog's life. So he definitely parents Philly, my dog's name. He definitely parents him. Probably more than I do, because I'm a sucker and I don't believe in discipline. But obviously, well, I don't know. I just have the mentality that my dog can do no wrong, no matter what. So it's been really nice having someone who can also kind of be like, hey, maybe that was not a good idea. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Just maybe. Anyway, yes, we are looking at getting a cat. I don't know the controversies around talking about future pet stuff, so please, if I sound ignorant, I probably am. We are definitely not going to do this on a whim. We have been looking at cats for a hot minute now. We just started to fully look for a cat. We sorry, this game is distracting sometimes. But we just started to fully put into terms of we are getting a cat, and so we have started what is she doing? Oh, updating her social media. We just started to figure out what we need. I'm looking to maybe get a robotic litter box. I don't know if that's lazy. If it is, I can fully agree. I am not a big fan of cat piss, like the smell of it, and so I kind of want like, I mean, obviously, if you have a cat, you're gonna have cat stuff. I mean, like cat pee and shit and whatnot is obviously going to be a requirement for having a cat. So I'm not like upset, like obviously, but I just think like a cat robot litter box would be kind of cool, kind of quirky. I don't know if that's the right term to use, but that's my want. I know they're expensive, so that is not that appealing sounding, like the expense of it all, but that is a-okay. I am just very excited to get a cat. We're looking into getting the cat condo. I when I originally wanted the cat, like years ago, I found this one cat. I bought a bunch of stuff, like the litter boxes, or maybe I did buy the litter box. I forget if I did or not. But I bought this tiny little cat thing, and mind you, I did not get a cat, so don't worry. There was no cat that had a shitty, whatever you call it, cat tree thing. But now that, like, obviously we're going to be in a bigger place, I have more money now coming in. I really want to get a cat condo, and that way the cat can, like, I don't know, like, I just want a happy cat, and so my idea of a happy cat, same with a happy dog, is spending my life savings on them and hoping that they love me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, where I'm like, oh, I do know, correct me if I'm wrong, I do want to get the wet food and the dry food, because I believe they need a balanced diet of both wet and dry. So that's definitely in the woodworks of something I'm trying to figure out. I am someone who will spend an ungodly, I do mean an ungodly amount of money on food for my pets. So let it be known, I am not afraid of spending some good hard-earned money on some good food that they will eat. So just let that be known. I'm not fearful of the cost of food. I don't judge people. Well, okay, I do. But I wouldn't like vocally judge people who don't give their pets the best food. I think it's a little bit silly. Just because if you can't afford food for your pet, that's like decent quality. I don't know. I don't know. That's a personal opinion, though. I don't think anyone's in the wrong for anything. I think all animals should have a loving home regardless of what type of food they get. Obviously, if you love them, you take care of them, life is good. They will be okay. I just personally, in my own brain, it makes me feel better to know that I'm spending an arm and a leg on food, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. So I do know that when we get a cat, they are definitely gonna have top tier food. And we are looking at this. I found this one cat. I say my boyfriend, he likes her, but I don't think he likes her the exact same amount that I like her. We never even met her, but I am someone who gets very attached very quickly. And so I think I got just a little bit too attached, a little bit too quickly. So I found this cat. Her name is like Missarella. Missarella. I don't know. It reminds me of minestrone. Missarella. I just freaking love this cat. And she is the prettiest cat. She's a tuxedo cat. She has beautiful fur. She is like 2 years old. I don't want to say too much just in case anyone finds her and obviously adopts her, which would be great. I am not obviously opposed to anyone, you know, not adopting her. I would love for her to be adopted. But I also kind of would love for her to be adopted by me. But selfishly, that's just me. I am just very, very excited. Yes. Like I was saying, cat condo. I want to get like one of those high tier cat condos. Maybe, I don't know. If we get the cat that I'm keeping my eyes on, when they originally got her, her pelvis was broke. So she kind of has a funny walk to her. And so I guess my fear would be with a big cat condo would be maybe that she would like struggle. Is that like, I don't know. I really don't know. I would see. I need to like see her in person. We're going tomorrow to go see her. But I would want to see her in person, see like the limp or the hobble that she has to like make sure like whatever I base my I don't know where I'm trying to go, sorry. I'm just like fucking around right now. Where? Where's the fucking campus? Housing. Commons. I don't know where campus is. That's a library. Commons. Housing. I don't know. But we kind of have to find it so we can get this achievement done. But, and Corey also found another cat at the same, oh, by the way, we are, I don't know if many people care about this, but, we're not, I guess, quote unquote, shopping. I personally do not care how you get your pet unless it's like a puppy mill. If it's a puppy mill, I would say maybe find a different place to go. But if it's just like any general like, why can't we go to a lecture? Okay, kind of weird. Okay, well, at least we made it to the class, right? If you're getting your pet from like a mill, I would say maybe rethink that. I don't know. Okay, I will not get my dog or any pet in any future or history or anything from a mill. I don't think they're ethically okay. I don't think anyone should be desperate enough for a pet that they go to a mill. If you want a dog or a cat or a rat or a mouse or any of that, I would say try to find an ethical person. But if you also want, like, an animal, I think it's very okay to go to, like, a foster center, or not, I guess not foster, but, what do you call it? Well, obviously it's a foster center, but, I mean, take notes. What, a rescue or a shelter. Now, mind you, I do know that sometimes not all shelters and rescues are good. I can acknowledge, obviously, I hope anyone can acknowledge that it's not always the best, but for the most part, I would hope that a lot of them are good. I got my dog from a rescue. I obviously do not regret it. I felt like they were an extremely very well taken care of rescue place, and they treated their animals great. I knew foster parents, or not like foster parents, but I knew people who foster there. Um, so I mean, are they all on Monday? Monday. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I knew foster dog moms that would, you know, that. Oh my God, what am I trying to say? To spit out. Um, foster people that sorry, my brain is so scrambled. What the hell? That like volunteered with the company. So I felt like the rescue center I used was very ethical and very well maintained, and they really did put the dogs first, or the cats. I don't know if they had cats, but they put the dogs first, and I really like that. But anyway, so god dang, I ADHD, so it's very hard for me to kind of spit out some thoughts of mine. But right now we're looking at a sanctuary. It's a it's a animal sanctuary that have cats and dogs. I don't know. Someone could tell me this if you do know. Um, I don't 100% know if sanctuaries are good or not. I don't foresee them being bad per se. The one that I'm looking at to get the cat seems like a very, very good one. The reviews are great. The animals all look amazing. There doesn't seem to be, what I would say, like, poor care or anything. I don't know, though. I don't know. I'll have to obviously go there tomorrow and, like, really dissect the place and figure out if I like them or not. But, I'm so excited, and I'm really, really looking forward to this next chapter that I'm about to go down, I guess. Cats are amazing little creatures. Um, they are fun and loving. I was never the biggest fan of cats, honestly, but my ex-boyfriend had a bunch of them, and there was one cat that he had. It wasn't really his; it was his roommate's, but his family ended up taking the brother of his roommate's cat, and I freaking fell in love with that cat. It was the cutest cat on so many levels. So sweet, so cute. I freaking adored her. And so then after seeing her and then having like experiencing all his other cats, I was like, oh wow, like cats are actually really cool. And I grew up around a dog, and so I never really had experience with cats. Um, and so, like, after I don't know, after seeing all those cats, and then one day, I was just on, like, some adoption website thing, and I found this cat, and like my whole heart went to this cat so much. Um, his name is Quincy, and it makes me so sad to talk about. Like I could cry right now just with the thought of it. But he was the cutest cat on the whole planet. I mean, he had this like little brown face with this. His nose was like, I don't know. It was like he looked like any other brown striped cat, but his nose was so different. It was like I could point him out. I mean, I don't know. I saw, I don't know. Like I really, really, really wanted him. Like I fell in love with him. I'm like, oh my god, this cat is like everything I could have ever hoped for. And at the time, I was living with my roommate, and she was allergic to cats, and I went through this whole like adoption thing, and yeah, they denied me because she was allergic. I had like a bunch of like, cause like not foster. I keep saying that, like rescues and shelters. They have to like make sure your landlord, if you're living in an apartment, they have to make sure that they would allow dogs and whatnot. And so I told my landlord, I was like, oh my god, like I found this cat, I'm in love, like I need this cat. And she was like, oh my god, I want you to have this cat. So they called her and she gave me the best review. And they also called my boyfriend at the time's mom, who gave the best review for me. And they called me and they were like, wow, like you have amazing reviews. I'm like, I know, I just, I really want this cat. And they were like, well, someone else is looking at him. I'm like, that's understandable. Again, I'm not going to, hold, like, I don't want, like, a cat not to get adopted because of me. And then they ended up saying, I got rejected because my roommate is allergic, which was fine. She ended up moving out very shortly after, though, which kind of upset me, but oh well. But oh well. Again, you know what? Life moves on. I'm not very, like, I'm not that upset about it. I'm obviously sad. This happened so long ago, and it still kind of makes me sad just to think about, like, but I think it's just the attachment issues. I get so attached in my head, I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing on the planet. And then, I kind of screw myself over. But, it is okay. It is a-okay. I just need to not get too emotional about it. Life moves on, Life moves on. Not going to be that person. But anyway, so that all kind of comes into full circle. Luckily, I will admit that with not getting that cat, I found Philly. And Philly, again, he came from the rescue place I got him at, and if I got Quincy, I do not think I would have gotten to Philly, and my life would not be the same, I don't think. He has been my through and through for so long now. He is easily my best friend. He's awesome. He is great. He's my, my little puppy wuppy. I love him with all my heart. Not an ounce of me doesn't. Like, Philly is like just the best dog in the whole wide world, and I could not, would not change my life for anything. Like, I am happy to have come out of this whole thing with my dog and not, gotten nothing out of it. But anyway, Jesus Christ, I never shut the fuck up. But it's just me talking, so I guess I don't have to. So anyway, again, this all comes full circle. I thought I could practice research and debate. Yeah, in the mirror. Why is it not going up? I'll practice debate. Whoops. I don't know why my game's acting so funny. But, there we go. When is our next class? In 3 days? Oh, it's Saturday. Jesus Christ. But, Anyway. So that comes full circle to now. I have found this cat. And it's not the same feeling as I had with Quincy. It's like a slightly under feeling where I am still so devoted to this. Mind you, I never met Quincy, so I know damn well my feelings can be very big even without meeting him. But okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know, this cat she's beautiful, and she is, I guess I just look at their eyes, and I envision my whole life with them, like the thought process of oh, I come home and I see my dog and my cat. I go to bed at night and my cat curls up next to me, or I go on a walk and maybe my cat wants to come. I don't know if I should take my cat on a walk, but I know some people do. So don't even say they don't, because I know people who do. But so I don't know. I just envision my whole life with her. I'm like, wow, I can see her in my life. And, I guess I could do that with any cat, but it's like a whole feeling I have, Like, I did that with my dog, and, the minute I saw my dog, I'm like, that's my fucking dog. That is my dog. And, there was nothing on the planet that would have stopped me from getting my dog. Because I just knew it. I just knew in that instant. Because, I think I've already told this story about how I got my dog, but to sum it up, I was at my job, and the person that I was working for, his mom, was the foster dog mom, and she showed me, quickly just showed me this photo that she got an email about, of this dog who just got brought in. And she was like, oh, look at this dog. He's so cute. I looked at him. I'm like, wait, what? And, I did my whole work shift. It was about 2 hours. I think it was 2 or 3 hours. And I'm like, could you show me that dog again? And she was like, are you thinking about getting him? I'm like, well, I don't know. I think I was turning 22 at the time. I'm like, well, it's almost my 22nd birthday. I'm about to leave out of state to go home because I was living in a different state than my home state. And I was like, I don't know, like, I would have to like think about it, and I looked at him again, and I'm like, oh my god, like, oh my god, that is my dog. And so she was like, well, if you want him, I will accept the fostering today so I can get him, and then tomorrow you can see him. And I'm like, okay, like, how do I, because she told me that I could foster to adopt him. I'm like, well, how do I do all this? Like, I haven't ever had well, I have had pets on my own, but never like a dog. And so on my way home, well, once I got to my car, I, I immediately started signing up, like doing I did all the paper forms, I did everything. And they emailed me back like immediately, and they're um, like they said something. I sent my landlord a message. I'm like, this is my dog. I need this dog. Like I'm in love. And she said, of course. She's like, that is a great dog. And I'm like, I know. And so they accepted me that night or that day, and then the next day, it was a Saturday, I went over to go to it was like they had these, I guess like adoption day type of thing, and I like went over there and I saw him. I'm like, oh my god. Like, oh my god, this is my fucking dog. And it was not always easy at all. We've had our moments where he, um, we've had our moments. He was given up for adoption due to aggression, and that made me nervous. But it was nothing too major. And so he instantly, like instantly felt like our connection was like out of this world. Like you could tell that he knew that I was his forever. Like immediately, he all he ever wanted was just me. He still has quite a lot of attachment issues when I leave. Like he has what do you call it? It is fuck. What is it called? Not social. Oh my god. I don't know why it's slipping me. I literally have a degree in psychology. Why do I not know the psychological term? He has separation anxiety. That's it. And so I'm his person that he always goes to for anything. So he just bonded with me immediately. And it is the best feeling on the whole planet to have my best friend who I fell in love with instantaneously react the exact same. So, but I also feel like that's how I know it was meant to be, because of our connection was so strong on both ends. And even now, I mean, he's just my best friend. And so anyway, my god, I get so distracted on one topic. I try to revert back to my original topic, but I never do. Anyway, now that you know that story about my dog, I found this cat. I'm, I believe that this cat is the cat that I truly can see my life with, I can look in her eyes, even from a photo, and just see how scared she is and where, like, not scared in terms of, like, oh my god, the place she's in is bad, but you just know that I feel like she can feel that she's not supposed to be there and she should be in a home. That is just, she'll be forever loved and taken care of and yada yada yada. So, I don't know, that's kind of where I'm sitting right now with this whole cat thing. I'm so freaking ready for a cat. But, okay. Okay, that's my very long tangent about this fucking cat, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna get her. If not her, another cat, but Corey found another one at the same exact place that she's at, so we're hoping to I'm hoping to look at both of them tomorrow. And I think they have a whole cat room, so sorry, I'm eating my shrimp again. But if you have any cat recommendations, please give them to me. I am 100% looking for new information. I will take any and all advice. I have no preference in what type of advice. Mind you, I'll admit I am doing quite a lot of research, so, I'm not going into this blind, so I don't want you to think I'm, like, wilding out and just looking for advice online, but I definitely want some advice, like what would be a good schedule, how exactly should I introduce my dog, luckily for me, this cat that I'm looking into, she is A-okay with dogs, and that was very important to me. I would never want to put any animal in a situation where they are stressed out about, whatever it may be. I don't think that is fair on any animal. My dog has been around cats. He does not mind them. He does not seek them out. He is not, begging to, hang out with the cat. But he can live simultaneously with the cat without any problem. So, I'm not very worried about him in that regard. I'm just more, worried about okay, I don't know what to do with her, because I'm only staying here to do the lecture classes, but excuse me. Yes, we could do debate stuff again. So I would never get a cat that I, knowingly know, if that's even a thing you can say. I would not get a cat that I knew would not get along with the dog, and then put the cat in a situation where they have to be with a dog. I think that is cruel. I think that is really mean. I don't think that's very nice. Like, I don't think that's ethical. So, don't worry. I'm very much making sure I get all my ducks in a row. But, like, what else would you recommend for a cat? Like, I have a water fountain thing that, well, obviously it's a water fountain. So, the water is moving. I've heard that cats really like that. I kind of want to get another one so that, Philly and the cat, you know, don't always have to, like, be up each other's ass. Like, mind you, I have 3 water bowls for my dog alone. I have 2 regular, what is it? Tin? Steel? I don't know. I've heard some people say they're really bad because of the bacteria and stuff. I wash it. Don't worry. He has not gotten sick so far. So he has 2 of those. They're like the water jugs. So when you drink it, the water just kind of goes down, I don't know, into the bowl. And then I have that moving one that he also really likes. But I'm thinking about getting another one of the moving ones so that, you know, I don't know, I just don't want them to be like up each other's ass about water. Which I don't think they would be, because if I already have 3, I don't see why. But I don't know. Maybe the cat will want its own moving water fountain, so maybe I should get another one. Obviously a big cat bed, or, well, I don't know, do cats have beds? Because I was going to get the cat tree, but maybe the cat would also want a cat bed. Because I have, how many dog beds do I have? 1, 2, 3? Technically, I think 3. One is like a big dog bed. One is in his cage. And then one is in, well, it used to be in the closet because Philly likes to lay in dark places. I didn't want him laying on the ground. But we ended up putting it in the, we got a dog bike thing for him. I don't know. So, like, when we go on bike rides, he can come with us. Because I hate leaving my dog, like, home alone. But that's besides the point. So he has 3 beds. You think a cat would want a dog bed? Like, do you think a cat would lay in the dog bed? I don't know. Or would that just not be smart because that would take away from Philly's area? I don't know, okay? I don't know. I'm trying to do this the best way I possibly can. So, I don't know. If it seems excessive to do, like, you know, a bunch of shit for the cat, let me know. Be like, maybe you don't need this, or maybe you should get this, you know? How many litter boxes do you think I will need? I was thinking of, like, the robotic one as the main one. Well, I guess I can't really pick what a main bathroom is for a cat, but, I was thinking of, like, maybe 1 litter robot and then 1 just regular cat litter box. And that way I know. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I think I want to overcompensate, but then again, I'm like, well, should I overcompensate? Like, what would be overcompensating for a cat? Because, like, with my dog, I've had him for so long now that everything is for him. You know, I have the bougie food, I got the bark box, he's literally never home alone. Never. Well, okay, sometimes. Every blue moon. But, with my boyfriend working on the weekends and I work during the weekdays, someone's always at least home with him, unless we both go out and then he is home alone, but it's very rare. And he gets plenty of extra, I don't know. So anyway, If it seems like I'm overcompensating, I probably am. But I also just want my future cat to have the best life possible. Um, Obviously, I know cat toys are a thing. I am very prone to buying a lot of toys for my dog currently, so I do not see why that would not extend to a cat. My only thing is, if my cat is like older, because I don't want a kitten. I don't know if that sounds mean, but I'm not too big of a fan of baby animal. I love baby animal. I think they are the cutest things ever. But also, come on, like that's hard work. I I'm okay with the effort that needs to be put in, but I think mentally, I don't necessarily want to deal with the kitten, behavior. But you know what? I if I found a kitten and I felt the same way as I do about this other cat, then I'm sure I would get the kitten. Who knows? Um, when it comes to like, I don't know. Okay, so tell me. I won't disclose my dog's food. I will say it's not. What is it? Purina. It's not blue collar. It's not. I don't know the other really popular one. It's none of those. It none of those. It's the only reason I won't disclose it. Maybe I should. I don't know. No one watches this anyway. I just don't want anyone to be like, why the fuck would you feed your dog that? But it is the for some reason I kind of forget. I don't forget. Like I know what I buy him. It's $50 fucking for a 10-pound bag. Actually I think it's a little bit more. But I use Petco, so I get like all those like deals and discounts. But I buy him. Why do I not remember the name of it? What the actual fuck? Oh, Origin. Listen, if you don't like Origin, you're going to tell me I'm a horrible pet owner for buying him it. I don't know what to tell you. I think that every fucking dog food brand has their controversy, okay? I have heard shit about Blue Collar, or whatever you call it. I have heard shit about Origin. Purina, I've heard god awful stuff about. Listen, I have read into it. I have done my due diligence in trying to find the best dog food. When I originally got Philly, the food that they gave me, he would not eat for the life of him. So I found this. I don't even know why I picked Origin. I just remember I went to the store. I saw like this bag. It said small dog food, and it had all these health benefits on it. It was a dietary, nutritional, something, something. So it doesn't make your dog get fat. But I guess if you overfeed them, obviously they'll get fat regardless. But what I'm trying to say is, oh no, did I miss it? Oops. So I don't know. If you don't like Origin, that is a-okay. Just please let me know what dog or cat food you would recommend. I don't know. I don't know. That's all it is. I don't know what the best one would be. Oops. Not 10. Human grade fresh cat food? What is that? What's my cat's name? I don't even have a cat. Okay, well, I don't have a cat to do the quiz to find out the best cat food, but I don't know though. I don't know. If you know a better cat food, then I don't know if Origin makes cat food. I should actually probably look that up. Because if they do, maybe I would just do it that way. I literally do not know. Well, their little image shows a little tiny blob. Oh, for cats. Oh, so they do. Okay. Adult cat food. Let's see. How much would I be spending though? That's the problem. Well, it's not a problem, but I'm telling you right now, $50 for dog food. So I know I would need wet cat food and dry. What is it, like wet in the morning, dry in the afternoon or something? I don't want a fat cat. I'm not trying to make my poor little guy obese. I just want to know the best cat food. Or the best dietary or diet. Pounds? Okay. So how do I buy it? Oh, I don't think they want me buying it. They said you don't even have a fucking cat. Oh, where to buy? Oops. I can't buy on their website? Okay, that's kind of weird. Why has she not leveled up this fucking skill yet? Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know what's wrong with my game right now, to be honest with you, but let's see Petco. My favorite fucking shop on the planet. Wet food. Let's see. Cause maybe Stella and Chewy. Well, I think I would want to stick to a region if I could. The Honest Kitchen? That doesn't sound too shabby. I don't know. If you have any advice, please let me know. Like, whatever works for you, let me know. So I can, I guess, steal it and use it for myself. Let's pay our bills. $12,000. Jesus Christ. Well, we're actually about to sell that house soon anyway, so it won't be 12,000 very long. Oh no, go to class early. So yes, cat food advice, please. Let's see. Yes, learn, bitch, learn. Neglect your poor child who hasn't seen you in forever. I really don't know what's going on with my computer. Why is it so slow? Who fucking knows? Let's be honest. Who knows? But yay, comedy skill is up. How fun. Let's see when our next one is. Oh, in 2 hours. Oh, yeah, we got time for homework. But, so yeah, if anyone's watching, if you have a cat, let me know what you feed them and what you would recommend for water. Should I get another bowl? Should I not get another bowl? Should I don't know, how big of a cat house should I get? Should I get a big one? Should I get like a medium-sized one? Should I get, I don't know, what do you think? Big, medium, small? Well, I won't do small. But I just don't, well, again, I guess I'll have to like get my cat or like see the cat to figure out like what her mobility is so I can figure out if a big house or a little house is good. And don't you have to acclimate a cat to your house, like put it in the bathroom to like get it used to all the scents and whatnot? How should I go about that, huh? Should I just put it in the bathroom? Should I put anything in there, like food and water, and should I put its little house in there so it gets used to its house? Like, I don't know, like what, like what would you what would you think? Should I do that? Should I not do that? I don't know. I just want my kitty cat to have like the best fucking life possible. Also, give me tips on how to introduce my dog to the cat. Cause I don't want to just, you know, stick her in the house and the next thing you know, my dog is like, what the fuck? The cat is like, what the fuck? So like, that's another thing. Like, mind you, Google does give you a lot of information, but I also want like personal experience information from people, not just like reading shit on the internet, because I feel like that could be misleading sometimes. I don't know. I don't know. There is nothing wrong with doing your homework online, but you know, just doing the right thing is the best. And that is all I want to do is the right thing. What cat toys would you recommend? I know that I could do the catnip and whatnot. I just don't want to stress out my cat by like, I don't know. I don't know. I just need the best information possible. Is that cheesy? It is a little bit cheesy, but oh my god, my fucking game is going crazy. Maybe when I hop off of here, I will do some more research to try to figure out what's best. When did he say?